A man accidentally drops some money while putting it into his pocket. A poor girl picks up the money, and honesty awakens in her heart. She runs after the man to return the money to its rightful owner, but by then, he has already gone. She follows him all the way to his house and knocks on the door. After a while, a servant opens the door. The poor and honest girl asks, "Is the master of the house at home?" Before the servant can answer, the arrogant maid of the house arrives and says, "What is going on here?" The poor and honest girl replies, "I wanted to return this money to your master." The arrogant maid quickly snatches the money from her and arrogantly says, "How did this money come into your hands?" Meanwhile, the master of the house comes quietly from behind and starts listening to their conversation. The arrogant maid says, "Now leave! Why are you still standing here staring at us?" The honest girl says, "Will you please return this money to the owner of the house?" The arrogant maid replies rudely, "Do you think we are poor like you? Don't worry about it." The servant also repeats the same thing and tells her to leave. As soon as the poor and honest girl leaves, the master of the house also silently goes away. Instead of returning the money to him, the greedy servant and maid divide it between themselves. After splitting the money, when they come inside, the master asks them, "What are you two doing here?" Their greed is clearly visible on their faces. The arrogant maid quickly says, "Nothing. We were just standing here." The master asks, "Was someone at the door?" They both flatly deny it. The master says, "All right then, go and get back to your work." They both leave. A little while later, when the master comes outside, he meets the same poor and honest girl. The girl becomes happy upon seeing him. The man takes some money out of his pocket, gives it to her, and says, "This money is for you, but in return, you have to do me a favor." The poor girl becomes happy at seeing the money and asks, "What do I have to do in return?" The man says, "The money that I dropped when you returned it to my servants. Those two greedy ones kept it for themselves, instead of giving it back to me. Now I want to catch them red-handed." The girl asks, "So how can I help you in this?" Then the man explains his whole plan to her. After some time, the girl comes back to the man's house. The maid is cleaning outside, and upon seeing her says, "You again? Miserable girl." The honest girl replies, "I came to give some money to the master of the house." The greedy maid quickly snatches the money from her and drives her away. She runs to the other servant with joy and shows him the money. Once again, they divide the money between themselves. After a while, the master calls both of them. They rush to him. The master says, "I want to introduce you to someone," and then calls in the same poor and honest girl. At the sight of her, both of them become frightened. The master asks, "Do you know this girl?" At first, they deny it. Then the master says, "The money that she gave you was the money I had given her to test your honesty." Hearing this, the cunning and greedy maid, trying to save herself, shakes hands with the servant and says, "Oh, so this is the girl who gave us the money? Quickly return the money she gave you to the master." Both of them hurriedly give the money back to the master. After taking the money, the master orders both of them to leave his house. Upon hearing this, they start crying in front of him and beg for forgiveness, but it is too late. The master immediately throws them out. Then, because of her honesty, the master offers the poor and honest girl a job in his house as a maid. Truly, honesty is the best policy. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share the video.